round of applause for Mr. Phillip Reiss! It was supposed to be the fascist jacket on the night, but thanks, Tristan. Thank you very much. So, before we get into the usual all about me, you might see a little bit of a familiar face in front of you. We've got a new king in town, good old King Charlie. You might not see it from this angle, so let me help you out a little bit. I've got the ears. I've got the nose. And I've also got the hairline, which is, I try and hide it, but that hairline came from my dad, not from the king. I'm not one of his children, or child, arguably. So the hairline I get from my dad, the hairy legs I get from my mum, which is a true story. So anyway, the way I like to, think that I'm familiar to everyone, or definitely will be within the next few weeks, stamp. Coin. Anyway. So now on to the about me bit. So, the real reason for this jacket, I'm kind of into my midlife crisis. So I'm 42 now, and grey hairs to prove it. Midlife crisis of mine started with going on cruises. So I've gone from 20 years ago or so being, I guess, cruising the scene, if you like. Now I'm seen on cruises. Second clue for midlife crisis. We've heard Lidl mentioned once today. Anyone else spend as much time in the middle aisle as me? The entire power tool collection in my garage. I don't have a clue how to use a single one of them. And the third midlife crisis staple. I was going to go for the sports car, the convertible little car that really lets everyone know that you're having problems in life. Couldn't afford it. So I was like, right, I'll get a Chelsea tractor. Couldn't afford that either. So I went for a Slough plough. At least one person's heard of Slough. So this is the point. I have to tell the room that I actually live in Slough. I'm not from Slough, but I live in Slough. It's a little bit like admitting you own or drive a Skoda. Not as bad as it used to be, but it's always going to be considered a bit shit. Okay. Got married last year. And one of the many good things about getting married was my circle of friends increased a little bit wider than it was before. And one of my wife's friends, we had to buy her a birthday present just a couple of weeks ago. She's like, I'd like an electric toothbrush. So it wasn't our choice, it's what she wanted. We like to fulfill people's dreams, so we got an electric toothbrush. She's had it not long now, but she hasn't worked out how to put the little head attachment on the toothbrush. No idea. But she said she's been using it the whole time, has not stopped smiling. How are we doing for time? We've got a little bit of time. Okay. Okay? Good. Anyone from Essex?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I went to visit a couple of friends of ours in Essex just a couple of weeks ago, and I saw the most Essex thing I think I've ever seen in my life. It was the Chelsea tractor like no other. A bright yellow Range Rover. Tinted windows, colour-coded bumpers, and that's not that bad. I was like, okay, I've seen worse in Slough. Driven worse in Slough. But what really topped it off was the number plate on this Range Rover. Gaz 69. Is it your car, by the way?
No, it's
Okay. It's your brother's. Tell him I love it. So, we went to see our friends in Essex. And the reason for that is, I mentioned the cruises. They're the friends that we go on the cruises with. And so we booked another one. So cruise number 5 next year, something to look forward to in this time of poverty when no one can afford to go anywhere. We're booking cruises. How does that work? But on our last cruise, we went to Amsterdam, and we saw a very unusual thing in the back streets of Amsterdam. It's a little shop called the Condomeria. Anyone? Anyone been in? Just me? So they sell nothing but condoms, different shapes, different sizes, different colours. And the one condom that kind of made me go, oh, that's interesting. A vegan condom. Vegan condom. And it just left me with one question. and I'll leave you with this question, and I'm going to go and hopefully not be too far over time. Can a vegan condom ever be 100% meat-free? Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me. Thank you very much.